y'all. Welcome back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I guess this is another collective combo. I just got this download that we need to talk about. So this is about courage, and embodying your courage to not only heal yourself, but also speak your truth, speak truth to justice specifically. I've lost a lot of followers on my Instagram the past year. If you're not on my Instagram, I've been using that platform to share information coming out of Palestine and Congo and Sudan and Maui, when Maui was affected. Well, did I do that on Instagram? I hope I did. But social justice, human rights all together. And I think for those of us who are over here, if you're on my channel, you are someone who is at least, in the very least, curious about different possibilities for the way in which we exist, right? And best case scenario, you are embodying your own, healing yourself, utilizing the things that I'm putting out to make yourself a better person, right? Which, has a ripple effect. But I think what I want to talk about quickly is that this week we've seen a lot of loss. I mean, we've been seeing loss, and we've been in this space of death as a constant on this planet for, a few hundred years. But with the access to information that the internet and social media provides, which we in America are going to be, or in the United States, are going to be losing this access on January 19th. So you've got a bunch of people in this country who have come into class consciousness, started to understand the problem, started to understand the truth, started checking themselves, started understanding a lot of stuff thanks to the ability to communicate and to see firsthand what's going on in the world, right? Because for the longest, we've been indoctrinated on purpose into a system by the people who benefit from us being indoctrinated into that system, which is not us, okay? Anyway, I've been thinking a lot since Dora's death. If you don't know, Dora is a woman, I don't know what country she's in Africa, but she started this village, and she saved over 500 children from abuse, domestic abuse, and also saved little girls from having to marry, getting illegally married to men. She saved kids from being kidnapped. She educated them and fed them, and she has like over 4 million followers on TikTok, sharing her story and sharing her work. And she died this week. And someone I really looked up to died in the spring. He was a leader. And not to even mention the just blatant atrocity of genocide that is happening in, several countries. I feel like several doesn't even do justice to the fact of what's really going on, right? Millions upon millions upon millions of people at the very bottom of the rung, right, of this invisible hierarchy have been, and this is for the United States, this isn't, but the United States has their hand in all of this, right? Colonizers from all of these countries do, the West, right? And I want to get on here, and I want, for those of you who are scared or who are unfollowing people who are sharing this information, I feel like those are lost causes. And this is another reason I cut off my family. When I started learning during my, I've always been incredibly passionate about human rights. And I feel like as millennials, we were all raised, well, not all of us, clearly. Maybe it's not a generational thing. There's some of us gems in each generation who were raised to, well, not even raised. I wasn't raised to do this. It's who I am. My family isn't like this, so they didn't raise me to do this. Okay, sorry. having a conversation in my head. Ultimately, I resonate so, I'm probably going to cry. Don't worry, it's just a white woman crying. I resonate so deeply, and I always have since I was little, because I grew up in the church. I have always resonated so deeply with the martyr's story, okay? It has always been something that I saw for my future, was to become a martyr. It's just always been something I completely resonate with. I have the capacity to not only love myself, but to love people I don't know to the degree in which I would give my life for them. Okay? Okay, I'm very mad at you, and you know that. Please go away. Yeah, you can have this. Niall will not stop throwing dirt in the dog's eyes, and that is scaring the fuck out of me, because I'm like, are you going to be a serial killer? So I'm mad at him because he just doesn't stop. I don't know how to mother this. Anyway, not the story. We are grounded inside, even though it's like the hottest day of the winter, and it's because we can't behave. Anyway, I resonate so deeply with having so much love to share, that when I see people like me who have dedicated their lives to ensuring the betterment of others in that archetype of martyrdom, not even just dying for your purpose, I mean living for your purpose and then being killed because of it, right? Palestine, Congo, right? People all over the world stand up for what they believe and they become martyred, right? Malcolm X, MLK, Bob Marley, those are my, I love how dedicated, I've always just so fucking resonated with that archetype, with that stance of loving so fucking hard, so fucking much, to demand change, to be the change, to live in that change, to show others how to do it. So when people that there has been so much innocence lost, and I want everyone to realize what dark times we are in, because it's, I don't understand. I don't understand, but I feel like my time might be coming, because like all the others, the time has come. And I want people who aren't this spiritually aware to understand from my point of view. I'm not trying to be egotistical or center myself, but as someone who has embodied and lived in this space of, I love so much that I would die, the martyrdom path, I would give my life to ensure others having life. For people who don't work from that space, I need you to understand, when we are losing light after light after light after light after light of leaders, of people who have put their life on the line, people who have paved a path so that 500 kids, this woman saved over 500 children from being raped, mutilated, abused, fucking having to marry these old ass men, fucking having teen pregnancies or like kid pregnancies, and she's gone. And that's just one motherfucking person. But I need you to understand, because one of my greatest fears is to die an unknown death, especially as someone who would die for others. To die unknown. So I'm thinking of these other women that we've lost this week to violence here in the United States. 4 or 5 women have been set on fire. What is happening? I need people who are not spiritually aware to understand that the spiritual warfare that is happening on this planet has consumed you too, but you're not on the right side. And that's what's concerning, because we're losing the people who are on the right, it's not political, people who are ethically and morally, you already understand what I'm saying. The people who would die for others are being killed. Who's left then? The killers. Innocence is no longer on this planet. Those of us that have pure hearts are being murdered. We always have been, we always will be. Because they don't want you to know the truth. So please, for the love of motherfucking God, for those of us who have put our necks on the line to get you the motherfucking truth, to tell you what's going on, to let you know how to fucking live like this too, how to liberate yourselves, for the love of motherfucking God, do not let these people who have died in the face of this evil die without that recognition. And that starts with changing your motherfucking self. Please, for the love of God, figure out what's keeping you from loving yourself, from loving others. Because what the motherfucking going on, man? Our leaders are dying, are being killed, and they're silently... This shit is not cool, man. What? I don't understand. I've been tortured. I've been incarcerated. I've been tied down to beds and shot up with shit that I didn't want for myself. And I'm here telling you that if I've been through that, these motherfuckers also have been through hell and back. And they made it back to let you know that you're actually in hell. But there's some sort of motherfucking disconnect here where people are not, they just don't care. Why? Do you want people to care about when you die? Do you want to live a long life? Do you want better for yourself or others? I don't understand. But I need you to know that we are losing our leaders and we are losing the fight in the spiritual realm because stupid ass motherfuckers don't want to care. You're apathetic, you're lazy, you're fucking annoying, and you are part of the evil. Whether you want to be or not, because your inability and your lack of compassion for people who are losing their lives. Why? Because they don't have the same skin color? Because they don't live on your block? The fuck is the disconnect here, y'all? You're being controlled by evil. What don't you understand about that? You're a slave to the system. They don't care if you die. I want people to understand that they fucking need to do the work. And I don't know how to be nice about this shit anymore. The people who are saving the children, the people who are providing life are being murdered. This is spiritual warfare. Get your fucking shit together, align your motherfucking chakras, and get your ass to fucking helping. Okay? Fuck.